It was the 7th day of Tito Hat Week. Swim could feel the hairs on his head getting ripped away from wearing a headpiece for so long. He sighs with relief. Tomorrow it'll all be over. But too bad for him, mods are back in the game, and there's multiples of them. One of them misclicks a gamba, redistributing our wealth once more. In this place of this guy getting unmodded, a new millionaire arises. Swim rips out his hair. He won't need it while there's still plenty mods to expend. That's not bad. That's not bad. LeBonk Sivir. So, I really do favor Caretaker in hands like this. These decks usually can't do much against like onlooker aggression though. Man, this is actually a difficult mulligan. This is actually a hard one. Cause Keeper and Onlooker, if I'm attacking on odds, has a really hard time fitting together. I think I just like keep my options as open as possible like this. Alright, well, I mean, we've got turn 2 Keeper, turn 3 Caretaker, which means our card wants to be coming in later. That looks like Stalking Shadows. Fat Skip? You kidding? Stalking Shadows is premium there. That's the best Stalking Shadows I've ever seen. Where did you get your hat? I think Riot sent it to me, actually. I don't know. Those fuckers. Ah, good old Keeper Caretaker. Wait, what is this deck? That wasn't a Whirling Death he was thinking about, was it? Whirling my 2/2? That deck shouldn't be thinking about anything there. That would have been a pretty funny Whirling Death. So what are the scary things that deck can do? Reckoning? This deck can't reckon. Unless people are actually running Reckoning in it now. They shouldn't be. I think we're close enough to the end that I'm just going for the Doom Beast here. No way there's Reckoning. Yeah, I mean, the only things they do is stuff like Bloody Business. This deck should run all over that one. Oh, he's running Inner Sanctum version. Well, we're definitely running over him then. Is there ever such a thing as too many Doom Beasts? I don't think so. I mean, if he's running Sanctum, he could be running anything. He could be running Reckoning. I mean, who knows? He's running Sanctum. Your health. Well, I mean, we're like 2 damage off, so I guess I'll just like Ruinous Path first here. Not that it matters, but sometimes I just like draw lethal this turn instead of having to, you know, wait an extra turn. Yeah. I mean, I'll just Stalking Shadows. I could use more Doom Beasts. You may level up here, LeBlanc. Go for it. What happens in 4 hours? I've gotta, you know, I've gotta run. Imagine if this deck was just Doom Beasts. Yeah, that's basically what it is, though. So it's like, we've got 3 Doom Beasts in our hand. We've got Stalking Shadows. I mean, I'm overhealing my Nexus. Alright, let's see how many Doom Beasts we have. Alright, we have 5 Doom Beasts in our hand. Anyone see what's wrong with this picture? Hang on. Wait a second. Just gonna screenshot this. That'll be funny. Alright, someone come up with a funny caption for this Twitter picture.
I'm basically 1/8 gay.
The swim army has me feeling like Michael Phelps.
Jesus. Yeah. Same, dude. No caption, just the 5 black dudes around that one white girl pic. Honestly, there's something there. It's like the 5 Doom Beasts in my hand. It would have to be a top and a bottom. That would work. That would work. That's a good meme. It's like the 5 Doom Beasts in my hand. So the top image is a picture of 5 Doom Beasts in my hand. And then the bottom picture is the, you know, the Piper Perry meme. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Chat VIP. Oh, we've got a new VIP amongst us. Instead of contributing his wealth with the people, instead of doing good to the people by activating Teemo Hat, he's hoarding his wealth and turning it into a status symbol. It's like buying a Lamborghini instead of donating to charity. Makes me sick. But Chrono Mage is your new VIP. Yeah, this is honestly just a good one though. Like, man. You know what? This is also a good one. People said that my climb would be slower because I posted the video on the deck guide, so everyone like knows how to counter it. But the thing is, you're wrong. People know exactly how it feels playing against this deck, so they're just conceding to me instead of playing it out. This makes my climb faster. Like every time something becomes super toxic, in theory, if they had waited like 3 months instead of nerfing it, yeah, the meta probably would have shifted into a way where it probably would have been like, you know, less toxic, more like a tier 2 deck instead of a tier 1 deck. But that's not the point. You want to nerf things that are in like this danger zone of being like, oh, I have properties that are going to make me very toxic in some metagames. If the developers have good foresight, they can choose to do that in some cases, not always, but in some cases they can choose to do that before cards actually like have these really toxic decks. But you don't want to overdo that either. TF Aphelios, huh? Alright, this one's a little bit harder for this matchup. Do I just like solo keep Butcher? God, how do you mulligan this deck is such a fucking enigma. I have no idea. Take out Hapless. Yeah, the Hapless really does make you think. Okay, we kept Butcher. And now that we kept Butcher, it is kind of looking like this is a turn 1 Butcher. God, but imagine if this Stygian was a Hapless instead. This hand would be nuts. Yeah, me too, dude. I should have like attacked with Stygian. He would have blocked it like a normal human being. Alright, this looks like a go next. I'll see if I hit Keeper off of the Stalking Shadows. But I'm happy to turn this one into a go next, I think. That's dangerous. It would have been better to not hit Keeper, I think. Just concede. It's dangerous when like a foldable hand improves. You know? It's like you pay to see the flop with like a hand you shouldn't. This is like the most rookie mistake ever. You pay to see the flop with a hand you shouldn't be even seeing the flop with. And then the flop makes it like a tiny bit better, and you're like, well, I have to stay in now. I can't concede. Like, fuck am I doing? Debated by hope? Yeah, exactly. Alright. Got him. Especially in an unfavored matchup. Oh yeah, if this wasn't this matchup, I would not be conceding off of this hand. Like, this deck can turn this hand into disgusting things, but also, yeah, this matchup too. Blue, eh? Alright, I'm just gonna play a couple of these, though. I don't know, whatever. Healing ain't shit. Some just concede you don't have time for this. Oh, I've got time. I've got a whole 2.5 hours left to climb. Isn't this deck supposed to do damage? You would think so, wouldn't you?
Let him think it's luck.
In a slightly different sequencing, this hand would have been nuts instead of a bottom draw. But on turn 4, like starting my attack on turn 5, it's just like one turn behind to be able to like be the dream hand. But he's 20 health on turn 5, which is not what we like to see. And his TF also is like, you know, having some kinds of leveling. But I mean, it's the Aphelios deck instead of the TF deck, so I'm kind of like happy when he starts like that. Guess I'll level my Azir here. This is kind of like, this is like, when I said Azir is completely functionally different from both of the others, this is what I meant. Look at what's happening right now. This is literally when Azir wants to be played. This is the dream situation. I have a 5 white, I have a 4 white attack. I top deck a card. My Azir is leveled on this attack on turn 5, and he's able to allow me to maybe curve with a little bit of these others, like get the level value. He's a 2/6 right away, and he's pushing like full value per turn for the rest of the game. When you compare this to Elise or Callista, those cards don't do that. And they are better in some ways, in some different kinds of decks. Like Elise is a more defensive card. Callista is also a bit more defensive. Alright, guess I'm just attacking like this then. Seems good. So yeah, this is a good example of what I mean when I'm talking about like the roles of the cards are completely different. You're taking a lot of damage here, my guy. You okay with this? Alrighty. I'm probably supposed to glimpse here? This 32 or something? It seems kind of bizarre, but we actually just want to like be mana efficient. Our hand is very expensive because we have a lot of draw in this hand. And by the time we have our next re-up attack, it will be a 6-wide attack. So glimpsing a unit doesn't really have a downside here, right? Like I just need to be mana efficient so that I can chain out, right? As weird as that might be. Okay, I can actually bank here. Why not save glimpse for the heals? Oh, for Severum? Okay, yeah, I mean, you might be right about that. I kind of forgot how this matchup worked. And also, I guess they run Fangs. Okay, that glimpse was really bad. And whatever, guys. Felios! He fucked up, though. He hasn't seen the Prankster, so he went Severum. Wait, what does Severum phase into? It doesn't go for the deal 3. So now I can get the Prankster down. God, who goes for Boxtopus here? If Boxtopus phases Severum? Yeah, I guess a lot of people go for Boxtopus here. I guess that just makes sense. Yeah, I think I threw this game. No shit, he goes Boxtopus. Listen, I know. You're right. No shit, he goes Boxtopus. I agree. Listen, dude, I still haven't fucking read Aphelios yet. This card's been in the game for a month. I still haven't read like half of what he does. Way too much text. It's just too much text. It's just too much, dude. Alright. And he went Severum, as he should. Drain 2. I mean, I can just do it next turn, right? Oh, I hope he doesn't get Snake.
Now this game's heating up.
I mean, I can't let him Severum. I have to just open attack no matter what here. We lost. There's a very good chance we lost. I mean, I did throw this game. This one is a very deserved loss. I hope I lose this game. Also, I mean, I misplayed on turn 2 when I didn't concede. That one should be costing me. God, I hope he doesn't just heal. Oh no, he's healing more. If this fucker doesn't block with his TF, this is the greediest, like, just like, oh, I don't need health. Will this be his downfall? The hubris of Targon? I don't need this health. Oh no, man. He's blocking. I don't need this health. What is he gonna do with all that health anyway? He should block the Doom Beast. Yeah, they should block the Doom Beast. I mean, he doesn't have like Temple, so he doesn't have infinite mana. He still has Severum. Yeah, it makes me wonder why I wasted my glimpse earlier. Doesn't that just make you think? Alright, let's just see how much damage we've got. Ooh, that's 2 damage. Ooh, this is 2 damage. Ooh, that looks like damage. Master's speedrun. I mean, I've got a bit of damage. I'm just gonna do a little more. How about a little more? Guys, it's the only way to combat this much healing. I'm just trying to bring balance to the game, guys. That's all I'm trying to do. This deck literally runs like 10 Doom Beasts. Yeah. So we're gonna have to deal with this guy's Severum, though. I mean, if he has like leveled TF, he can't play it. Because in response to the red card, I can just arise and win. Lifesteal! What a fucking cheater, dude! And yeah, this is basically the state of things right now. There just exists this delicate balance of like, just burn versus lifesteal. Like his deck has like literally infinite lifesteal. My deck has like literally infinite burn. It's great. Glimpse here would be nice. Yeah, if only I hadn't just completely blown it earlier, huh? Wouldn't that be nice?
Alexa, play Despacito.
So I have to play this one now because I need to make sure his Golden Sisters dies even if he like pales it or something, I think. Yo, thanks for the host, Tony Vega. 4. Oh yeah, I can deal 4. That's no problem. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and Doom Beast another time. All right. Unfortunately, my burn is also lifesteal, so I'm healing back up. All right, great. I guess I'm also arising. Got a nice 6-wide prankster attack. All right, buddy, balls in your court. Can you out heal this? Fucker better not be able to heal this. Sure can. Jesus Christ. Finally. Okay, this was a science experiment. I actually wasn't 100% sure if it would be able to work given the fact it's kind of weird because the attack and the backboard are kind of like two different sizes, but the full unit count can't exceed 6, even though the attack field can. It's strange. It probably looked like I was BMing him, but that was just pure science. Fuck. This guy's master's already with my deck! Alright. Oh, I'm fucking pissed. I'm gonna lose. I'm being gate capped. I've got 2 hours left to climb. I can't go butcher in this. So the mirror is a very peculiar matchup where nothing matters except for like Caretaker and Stalking Shadows. I think you slow play this matchup. It's like an outgrind. I don't know if I can keep Shadows in my opening hand though. I think I just draw it later like a good player. Like, you actually don't want aggro tools here. I think you're supposed to, like, mulligan away Stygian Onlooker. I don't know. The mirror is just, like... because you have so much heal, you just end up stabilizing from the aggression because of the drain burn, right? Like, if one player has, like, a nut draw, unless the other player's hand is bad, they'll just heal through it. In the mirror, it's who can do more. No, it really comes down to the value engines. It comes down to Caretaker, which is just a ridiculous value card. Azir and Prankster. Like, those 3 are probably, like, more so important here. I hope we don't, like, die to his aggression. That's quite interesting. Well, I kind of want to Stalking Shadows and hit a Dunekeeper like a sick player. A real Masters would hit Dunekeeper here. Oh, this is bad. I think I lost. If I was attacking evens with this hand, I would be good. I actually think I probably lost. Wrong keeper. I don't know if I can try to, like, stabilize this damage, though. I think I have to let the damage hit me. Okay, so it goes Onlooker post-attack into Caretaker for the resweep into Caretaker 2 turns from now. I'm going to need 2 Caretakers. I think I'm going to need 3 Caretakers. I think I just literally... jam as many fucking Caretakers as possible. I literally think that's what this matchup is. I'm not even joking. I think I'm gonna need all 3 Caretakers. The mirror of this deck is so goddamn degenerate. Play Stygian, all in due time. You may damage me. The thing is, I'm just gonna heal it all back anyway. Okay, so now I need him to not have a Prankster hand. That's good enough for me. I mean, he actually can't play like Butcher here. I get a bit of an advantage if he does that. And I have sack targets. I'll generate more sack targets. But I need next turn to use Ruinous Path on defense. So I need to Butcher the Caretaker on defense, skipping 1 damage so I can Ruinous Path to cycle. So I actually can't try to push 1 extra damage here. Because I need to use Butcher into Path on defense next turn. And then resweep with Caretakers on 5 and 7. I'm just going to Caretaker on every attack turn. Nothing else matters. Okay, he might make me defensive Caretaker. So I might have to do it on 4 too. Uh-oh. This fucking deck. Do you think this is the best deck to climb, like win rate and time? I don't really believe in it like a single best, but this, yeah, I would recommend this. This is like, yeah, this is what I'm doing, and it's extremely time and LP efficient. I think, I mean, you could run, like, for example, okay, like, you could run like a Pirate Burn version, and that would be, like, basically the same. So it really comes down to, like, how you want to do it, but, yeah, this is, like, tied for the best. How much damage can we afford to take here? Probably not that much. Probably have to, like, defensive Caretaker. Oh, I guess he got us. Oh, okay. Gate caps on our own fucking deck. I swear to God. That's why he's masters and you're not? To be honest, like, I might just cut the last hapless. It's kind of bizarre, but like, Ancient Preparations kind of means we don't really need hapless anymore. Gatekeeper was running Bark Beast. Yeah, I think hapless is just bad in this deck. I don't know why I'm running hapless. Like, it actually just doesn't make sense. Hapless could be anything. It could be so many things. So why is it hapless? Hapless is like the worst thing hapless could be. It could be fading. It could be glimpse. I think third glimpse is fine here. The problem with replacing hapless for glimpse though is it can mess up our ratios. Like, hapless is here for like early proactivity, helping unbrick hands. Like, the deck slows down a bit. Like, and stuff like the Stalking Shadows ratioing can get a little bit awkward as well. Yeah, why the fuck am I running hapless? Hapless is so trash in this deck. It could be anything. I don't know if it wants to be third glimpse, but I do know third glimpse is at least better than hapless. So the thing to understand about this deck and about the roles is this. I explained this yesterday, but this is really important to understand. Okay, we have to be thinking about cards by roles and what they're really doing, right? So like, what hapless is trying to do for this deck is to help out hands where we don't have like Cursed Keeper, but we have stuff like Butcher and stuff like Blighted Caretaker. That's what hapless has always done for this deck. The thing is though, because this deck has Ancient Preparations, it's doing the same thing as hapless, but better. That's the replacement. Because if we have a hand that has like Caretaker and Butcher, no Keeper, Ancient Preparations allows us to fix that hand by getting us like Keeper or Dune Keeper and, you know, also a sack target, right? Oh my fucking God, it's this guy again! I swear to God. I think Azir's a good keep in this matchup. And if we have Azir, I can look for Keeper Butcher, or I can go for Onlooker X. I think in this matchup, I prefer Keeper Butcher. Because it's all about hitting specific spots. I might need to start mulliganing away Butcher, though. Dune Keeper's alright. Is he sniping? He might be. I mean, he could just be Q sniping into me. There's a good... When I say sniping, I just mean, like, queuing into me on purpose. Which is a very different thing from what we call stream sniping or ghosting, looking at hands. It is definitely no indication that he's like actually looking at hands. I mean, he can't really punish 1 health stat lines, right? So I think this is a free block. God, if I lose to this guy again. Alright. Prankster. Well, I mean, I have at least a little bit of an attack here. Look at that damage. Wow. He's got a bad hand if he's not blocking that, I think. He might be on like 3 Bark Beast. Okay, that'll sweep this board a bit. Unfortunately for him, Prankster actually feels pretty great here, I think. I'm just gonna get it down. I think it's just time. Yeah, it's just time. Start the damage train early. That's good enough for me. And this Prankster will take 2 for him to kill. Which is really, really nice. So he's not going for the Prankster at all. And I'm pretty sure I actually just leave the Prankster's health even higher. Like, I mean, he will have to go through this Prankster or he'll lose. That's a good draw. That's an amazing draw. Well, I mean, I don't even need to Stalking Shadows this turn. Because we're banking mana and because we're not drawing this turn, I can Stalking Shadows if it can inform my play. If it's like a Cursed Keeper, I definitely don't have to like Azir this turn or anything. So I think the Keeper helps out a lot more here. One of them is ephemeral, so it'll pop on its own. And this is, I think, the big thing with Azir. People make the mistake of being like, oh, I've got to get Azir out early, right? And it's like, not really. If you have power plays, you should be perfectly fine just playing him later when he's leveled. Use your power plays first. That's a really, really important thing that people miss with this deck right now. And, I mean, I think I actually just... I might play the Ephemeral Keeper too, and just hatch both. I'm gonna need the defense, I think. And playing the Ephemeral Keeper now gives it to me on defense. I think that's a little bit better. But I do think he messed up. I do think he messed up, because... I'm pretty sure he was supposed to drag my Prankster. Like, Prankster is everything this mirror is all about. You have to just, like, Caretaker into it twice. You have to just drag it twice. And if Prankster doesn't die, you can't really win. And there's only one way to kill Prankster in the mirror, which is literally double-blighted Caretaker. It's all about Prankster. I can try messing around with Bark Beast. I don't mind it. That's what I was talking about when I was saying like replacing Hapless Aristocrat with something that actually fulfilled its role as like a 1-drop. Alright, so now my Azir is leveled, and he's got 2 Pranksters to my 1. God, I could actually lose this just because he has got 2 Pranksters to my 1. And I don't know if anything other than Pranksters actually matters. Jesus. Like this kind of shit. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, he's got 2 Pranksters and I've got 1. How do I win? Like, actually. What do I do here? I think I have to just open attack. That deck is really vulnerable to open attacks, which is really important. Arise is the only way you can deal with open attacks with that deck, but because he doesn't have Azir on board, that means he doesn't have Arise. And that's why Azir is, I think, the single biggest factor in the mirror. Like, by far. Because I can do this. And he can't counter without double drawing Azir too. Like, that's the Azir difference, baby! Trying to use my own deck against me? Not a chance. I thought this was supposed to be like a high tension stream, like a race against the clock. We've got 2 more hours. What am I even gonna do with the rest of this time? Look at this hand. Kindred Swain. This hand's aight. This hand is alright. It's not bad. Yeah, basically, Dunekeeper is a really, really disgusting card. Truly unfair. And we're just maximizing all of our nuts. Got a nice little, nice nut draw. I actually might have benefited from taking that exchange with a spider, because there's some things he could play that make me would have rather done that. Ah, this looks good. Got a nice board. Good thing that wasn't a Vile Feast. And yeah, this is why I probably should have like taken that trade with the spider so that he couldn't block this extra 4 damage instead of 2. But honestly, I've got Hapless coming in, so I kind of want an established board, so that's fine. I don't actually mind him blocking the 4 and leaving my 2-1 up. Oh my god. Yo, it turns out that drains are just really good. Set up Prankster first IMO. Before Caretaker? Setting a Prankster before Caretaker is baity in most matchups. But I can't 100% rule that out here. I mean, it could have been. I can definitely say that's like usually wrong. No, thanks for open passing, buddy. Man, control players just can't help themselves. They're like, smash that pass button. Don't even think about it. 1 damage for me. So we're getting the Ancient Prep on defense. I'm not going to need this mana point. Let's go ahead and just control our top deck here. You know, this looks like a second Prankster kind of matchup. Like, we can't play it next turn, but like sticking this Azir and getting it out feels good. So we'll play the second Prankster 2 turns from now. Because Azir gives us a nice wide board. Here's that turn 5 leveled Azir attack, as always. Kindred. Kindred. Oh, good thing we've got Glimpse, huh? So Kindred wants to block Flock my Azir. Block Flock, huh? I mean, we're pushing more damage if he tries doing that. And he's down a Flock. That sounds better to me, honestly. I mean, Azir's got 2 attack. I've got to get it in. Alright. Well, he's at 1 mana, so we're just going to keep our Prankster alive here. Can't let him get the Slay trigger. Alright. Now with double prankster on board, I'm feeling pretty aight. So that's his slate trigger to mark the first prankster. But one of the pranksters is probably inevitably getting marked anyway, right? Man, am I actually just glimpsing that? I mean, he might not be able to slay outside of this. It's actually a pretty good chance. Guess I am just glimpsing that. Man, this glimpse card's pretty neat! Alright, well, this was a pretty easy climb. This may have truly been the easiest climb of my life. Wow, he actually wants me to block Flock so he can kill one of my pranksters. Not happening, dude. Nice try. Alright, let's just trigger a couple deaths here. Yeah. Do a couple of these. 9 more HP to Masters. Oh, yes. 9 HP. Can anyone find 9 damage anywhere in our hands? This is like a Blue's Clues. Okay. Well, this was a fun game. Nice. Yeah, and that's it. We're good. The most free climb of all time. We went from, let me time it. We went from plat 4. We went from plat 4 to Masters in 10 hours of in-game time. So that was like two sessions of 5 hours each. 10 hours of in-game time, plat 4 to Masters. That's pretty fast. That's pretty fast. That is, what's the LP per hour on that? Because that's what, 800 LP? Yeah, so it's like 80 LP per hour. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. All right, guys, and this is it. This is the final version. Currently, I might make some tweaks. I might be able to fit in like 1 or 2 bark beasts. I definitely am down to cut Hapless. Yeah. Hapless ended up being kind of trash here. 2 more hours, get rank 1. I mean, I can continue climbing. What do you guys think? Rank 1?